Welcome to another episode of Dad Can We Talk? I am your host, Anthony Ray, and this is episode 129 of Dad Can We Talk? Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to TriTech. If you're looking to start a new career, you're looking for some more money, you're looking for something just different in life, you want to switch things up, go to www.tritech.net, and that's TRYTEC.net. TriTech offers an online course for $800 to help you become a certified sterile processing technician. Once you go through the class, you will be certified nationally and internationally for 5 years. So it's a good way to start a new career, or maybe you might be looking for something on the side, looking for a different job, man. So go check them out, learn some more about the class and what they're offering at www.tritech.net. And another shout out to my man, Mike P, the barber here in Gainesville. If you're looking for a haircut, man, listen, go holler at my partner, Mike P, the barber at Winter Circle Barbershop. Y'all go check out his website. I created the website, had to look out for my boy. But go check it out at www.mikepthebarber.com. And that Mike P is a D-A barber, not T-H-E. So Mike P Barber.com. And y'all go check out some of this stuff, man. You can schedule an appointment with them right there on the website. You can check out some of his hair oils, some of his beard oils. Somebody like me who bald head, I can't do the services too much, but if I did have a little something up here, I'd go holler at my boy and let him get me fresh, So MikePeterBarber.com. But last thing, y'all, go find Dad Can We Talk on YouTube at Dad Can We Talk. Subscribe to the channel. That's the greatest way to help the podcast to grow. You can also find this episode and all the other episodes streaming on my website at dadcanwetalk.com. Also on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and you can find me on IG and on Facebook at Dad Can We Talk. So man, without further ado, man, I'm here with my guy. My wife and I, man, we wanted to go get some time away from the kids last weekend, and we was like, man, we're gonna go to this comedy show. It's my first time ever going to a comedy show. So man, we pulled up to Orlando, and I didn't really know what to expect. So the first two guys, they were all right, and then this guy I'm sitting with right now, he came on the stage, and man, when I tell you, this man had me dying. He had me dying, and I was like, yeah, this is real deal. This is, I loved everything about the show, man. It was definitely got my money's worth. Went home with my side hurting after all that laughing, cheekbone hurting. I'm like, I don't want to laugh no more tonight, seriously. But man, so after the show, I saw him outside. I'm like, man, I told my wife, I'm like, because during the show he told us, he said something about his IG. I pulled up his IG and I seen some of the stuff he had on there. I'm like, man, I told my wife, I'm like, I'm gonna ask him to be on the podcast. I think he'll be a great guest. And I asked him after the show. He was like, "Yeah, for sure. Hit me up, man." And so that's where we are today. So, man, I want y'all to welcome to the Dad Can We Talk community my man Justin Goldiee Goldsmith, aka Mr. Period.
I appreciate that, Aaron. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you having me on your podcast this morning, man. I love talking about the topics that me and you talked about earlier. I'm a dad, and I like shaping that generation behind me. be well respectable young man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we always start the podcast off with the first question, man. So my first question that I have for you today is, what was your relationship like with your dad?
Well, I never met my dad.
Wow.
Right. I never met my dad. My real father.
Mm.
My mom got married to a young man named Ernest Green when I was 3. So he came into my life when I was 3. And this young man was my father until he left my life when I was 33. He passed away.
Wow.
So I had a great male figure in my life every day from 3 until 33. So Ernest Green was my father, So yeah.
Real. That's real, man. Shout out to all the men out there that will step in and fill in that gap, when there isn't a father there, man. It's so important, man. So I just want to say that. Shout out to all the men out there that's doing that. But what are some of the
That's what Ernest did. That's what Ernest did. I saw a man that got up to go to work every morning at 5:30 and came back in the house every day at 6:30 p.m. All he did was work and uplift his kids. Had a little brother and a little sister, so it was 3 of us in the house. We had a great time. Great time. 2-parent household.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir. What were some of the most important things that you learned from him?
Keeping your word. He was big on that. Keeping your word. Because we didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So if someone asked him to do something for him, he kept his word. He helped you out. Or he figured out who could help you out. So, keeping your word is very important. Also, being there for your family. That's very important. Because, nowadays, that's all we got. It's our family. So respecting one another as well. He was big on that. So he taught me a lot of little things that, I took I'm not sure how you make your hamburger, but, I just patted it all up, put it all in one pot, made me a nice little hamburger, respect, uplifting, and, there's a lot of little things that, Ernie G gave me, man, and I thank him for that.
That's real. That's real. That's what's up. So going into what was your first thought, when you had your children? Like how did the things that you learned from him translate over into the way that you parent your own children?
Well, I raised 3 girls. So, you got to be patient with them young ladies, because as you hear, I got a deep voice. So anything you say could possibly be taken the wrong way. All right. Hey, go clean up your room. Why you saying like that, Daddy? You got a deep voice. So, I took, one of the things I took from him is this respect, treating others right, listening. I listened. He listened to me. I think I got in trouble with my father one time, and to this day, I still say, "Boy, why was you so stupid?" But that's because I had so much respect for him. I wasn't scared of him, but it's just I listened. If he said be in the house at 9, I didn't come in at 9:01. I made my way to the house at 8:15 so I can be in that door by 8:35, 8:37. I ain't have to hear about 9 o'clock. I was in there, So I always respected him, and I listened to his stories, way of life, how he grew up, you know, and applied it to mine, you know, made that hamburger, like I said, and
Yeah.
you know, and that's what I'm eating on right now.
That's
So
real.
he taught me instilled a lot of great things in me, you know, laughter was one of them, you know, and that's why I make people laugh now, you know.
Yeah.
So just always having a great attitude. But that's having that male figure in the house. I know a lot of my friends didn't have that. So so you know, they didn't get that yes ma'am, no sir, or you know, opening up the door for someone. They didn't get that. But I saw that every day, you know. I saw, like I said, I saw a man go to work at 5:30, come back in at 6:30. So that let me know, hey, all Black males need to be up in the morning. We don't need to be in the bed. We need to be up. Early bird get worm. You understand? Taking care of our family. That's what it instilled in me. So, and you know, right now, I'm like that to this day. My family, my nieces, my nephew, my brother, my sister, I'm there for everybody. I'm uplifting everybody. You know, if I just meet you on the street, if I just met you on the street, I'm gonna uplift. I just have to do that. That's just that's instilled in me. You know, to make someone have a good day. I never know what you're going through, Anthony. I don't. I just as a Black man, we go through a lot. We go through a lot. You know, I mean, we could be at a stoplight. Police pull up next to us. We're gonna make sure that seatbelt on, you know.
Believe it.
And he right next to us. He on the phone. He ain't even worried about us. But we got a lot as a Black male, you know. Got a lot on our plate. So, but another thing that he keep God first.
Believe it.
Keep God first, Anthony. And that's what I do. I keep him first. All right. And everybody that I talk to, a mentor, I try to tell them that, hey man, keep God first. And everything will work out. Fill up your bucket. Because if you fill up your bucket, God will triple that thing for you. You know, don't go to the first line. He said, fill it up, make it spill over. Spill over. And then watch what he bring back to you. So, you know, he instilled that in me too, you know.
Straight up.
So,
Straight up.
yeah. I ain't mean to keep talking, rambling.
No, that's good. There was something you said in there that was so important. I think it's so important that you said that not fearing, but reverence. And that go back to God, you know, when people hear, you know, the scripture where it says the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. And it's not so much a fear. When people think of the fear, they think, you know, you got to be scared and, oh, I can't do anything around them. But it's not that type of fear, like afraid, but it's more of a reverence. And that's something that I try to, a way that I try to govern my children. I don't want them to be afraid of me, but more of having a reverence, you know, a respect there. Like you said, you know, I know that if he told me to come in the house at 9, I ain't coming in at 9:01, you know, because you have a certain level of respect there to where you know that, man, if he said do this, this is what I'm gonna do, you know.
And another thing, Anthony, I had a rapport with my father. So me and my father had a good talking relationship, good communicating relationship. So, and that's one of the things that we have to have with our kids right now. Now, he was from the old school. What I mean from the old school, he's a baby boomer. So I don't believe he was taught, you know, what an open-ending question is. You know, he came at it a way, why you did this? But he listened. Okay, so a different way I would come at my kids now, you know, since we're in the 2000s and we're not in the early 90s, you know, I would say something like, hey, you know how doing that makes daddy feel. So why would you do that? You know, talk to me a little bit more. So I want to know what was going on? What was you thinking? You know, when you and I grew up, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If the teacher called home, said you said it, that was it.
All right.
That was it. And you got in trouble. Nowadays, I want to know what happened. You know, well, what pissed you off? What she say to you?
Mm-hmm.
So listening now.
That's super important, man, because my kids, they're young, man. They're 11, 8, and 7. So 5th grade, 2nd grade, and 1st grade.
Okay.
And I have no problems out of them in school. But every now and then they might come home like a few weeks ago, my son came home and told me that they were at lunch and he was like, Daddy, they made me eat lunch by myself today. And I'm like, for what? And he was like, because they said that he laughed at something and then he had to eat by himself or whatever. And I'm like, that's unlike him, like I never literally haven't had a problem out of my kids ever when it comes to school. So, we kind of had a conversation about it and I heard him out and I was like, I mean, I hear what you're saying, and you saying you didn't do anything, but just know, don't make that a habit. Do not make that a habit. And you might be right what you're saying, and maybe they were wrong, but just do what you know you're supposed to do at school. Like, don't let this be something where somebody called me from the school, or I have to come up there and have to, like we just saying we're not gonna do that. So just listen to me. Do what you're supposed to do at school.
Cause and effect.
That's
see
it.
what I just heard was a cause and effect. If you act up, then this is the effect that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of old school things that took place when me and you were growing up, a lot of parents don't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, me and their mama getting ready to have a deep conversation.
Mm-hmm.
An old school parent would say, hey, go in the room and close the door, let me and your daddy talk.
Mm-hmm.
New school parents, they had a conversation right there in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So now, mama and daddy aired out. So that's when kids pick sides. Even though your child is 7 or 8, don't even know what the topic is y'all talking about. But I gotta pick a side.
Mm-hmm.
Because you ain't tell me to go in the room. Now take that
Mm-hmm.
8-year-old, now he 9, now he 10, now he 13.
Mm-hmm.
You done heard all the arguments. Now
Mm-hmm.
you, Anthony, are not that strong man to, hey, go clean up the room. Now he may say, I'll go clean it up when I finish.
Mm-hmm. Straight up.
Something that we did because we kind of, we let the chain go just a little bit, but it was all right for us. I think old school ways should be uh, kept going, but I think some old school ways should be cut off. You know what I mean? I think passing down financial literacy is good.
Yes, sir.
I think that's real good. But when you pass down a saying, man, I got a problem with that. Pass down, save every penny. Who told you that? My granddaddy told me that. Who told him that? My granddaddy told me that. That's 3 generations.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, what Black people do, we pass down stuff like, I told my child, don't eat at nobody's house. All right? That's the mom. The mama
Yeah.
just told the son that. Okay? Now, who told the mama that? Her mama. That's 3 generations. You got her mama, now the son. Now the son don't tell his son that. The son just born, he 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 generations we just told don't eat at somebody's house.
Mhm.
And Jit gonna carry on doing something like that. That's gonna be 5 generations. We ain't passed down nothing that we really need.
Mm. Straight up.
When you and I grew up, we grew up by VCR tape.
Mhm.
We ain't have nobody to tell us, hey, this is that, do this. I never had a man tell me to ask a woman what is her 5 love languages. Just
Mhm.
never had that. But now that I'm a man and I mentor other teenagers, I tell them, hey, you gotta figure out what that young lady was about.
All right.
Because it ain't gonna always be about an ass.
Mm.
Because I don't know about you, but I done had the Popeye's chicken sandwich for the first time. That thing was good. And then I went on a Wednesday, that thing was real good. Then I went that Saturday, I was like, oh, I kind of like this chicken sandwich no more. Then I went back that Monday, I said I ain't want it. So I'm saying that to say this, in our community, we have to date and find out, do I like this person?
Mhm.
Because if I don't like this person, Anthony, you're just gonna be another baby daddy.
Mhm.
That child's gonna grow up. You passing down baby daddy, baby mama. She gonna
Mhm.
be a baby daddy, baby mom. You understand? And they
Mhm.
think that's acceptable. No, it's not acceptable.
Straight up.
Started off with you, I want to end with you. 2-parent
Mhm.
household.
Straight up.
Is it like that now? No, because it's easy to say, you know what? I'm gonna go the opposite way. Since you acting like that, I'm gonna go the opposite way. The kids see that.
Mhm.
Kids see that. Mama and daddy argue. It's on thin ice around here now. You know, and that's when the kids ask you a question, and they come ask me a question. No, that's not good parenting.
Mhm.
It's not good parenting. It's really not. Me raising young ladies, I had to always be
Mhm.
because, and what do I mean by this? I was always on the defensive because I had to teach them what a man would do. Okay, meaning, hey, y'all like this little boy right here now, but he gonna go out and find somebody else. He gonna keep going. Meanwhile, you stuck with a babe. I
Mhm.
had to be that person. So I had to jump outside of being daddy and be that person.
Mhm.
And sometimes I could tell you something in a daddy voice. You hear, but you really don't. You know, you got the text, but you didn't get the message.
Mhm.
But as soon as I jump outside of being daddy, you know, why you bring this little ugly ass boy in my house? You know, why you bring a boy to my house with pants hanging down? You don't see your father like that. I gotta jump outside of being daddy. I gotta get a little tall, a little rough. You know, why you do that?
Mhm.
Because sometimes it goes in one end right out the other. What do I blame that on? It's not parenting. Shit, I blame that on internet, music. I blame that on. Sometimes I do blame it on parenting because when they come from school, we got to give them the other 8 hours of teaching.
Mhm.
Sometimes we be tired. We don't.
Yep.
Now the computer is raising them.
Mhm.
The
Yep.
TV is raising them. So you want to know why your little girl talking like a housewife?
Oh.
She looking at housewives. That's a learned behavior.
Mhm.
You
Real
know,
talk.
it's a learned behavior. So you're not. We have to pick back up that responsibility as well. I know you're tired. I know you're tired, but you got to have community conversation. What is community conversation? Hey man, when you fix that dinner, hey, no, don't y'all go in the room. Everybody come up to the table and eat. Your little girl in middle school, when you ask her how her day is, she shouldn't say my day is good. No, you had 6 classes. I want to hear my day is good, 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 great, outstanding. You had 6 classes. Got to my homeroom too. Communication. Communication. Jump outside the box sometimes. I do that. Why do I jump outside the box sometimes? Because I want to let my daughters, that's all I got is daughters. I want to let them know they can talk to me.
How old are they?
When me and my wife got married, Lashara was 10, Anaya was 1, and then we had our own daughter, Jayla. And so right now, Jayla is 19. I think Lashara is like 27, 28, and Anaya is 20. So the last 2 have kids, so I'm a grandpa. So
you
that's
deep in the
another thing
game.
as well. Yeah.
You deep in the game.
Yeah. So,
Man,
but
so
yeah,
I got
when I
them
jumped in the game,
questions.
I jumped in the game, ready to go, pow. 2 kids.
Yeah.
You know, I graduated from college, met a nice young lady. She already had 2 kids. Cool. She's very educated, very smart, very cool. Family was outstanding. All right, come on, girl, let's do this thing. We did it, you know, and I think we did a good job at it. We separate. I don't think there's anything wrong with separation, but we, you know, we were married for 20 years, raised three beautiful young ladies. So, you know, I can applaud myself on that. We raised 3 beautiful young ladies, and they're all creative. All of them are.
Yeah.
You know, one of them funny just like me. You know, another tall and can cook just like me. One of them, you know, they all have our traits, you know. So, yeah.
That's real. Man, because so my daughters are my oldest and my youngest. So they're 11 and 7. And what was it like? You know, like my oldest daughter just turned 11 a couple of weeks ago. And she'll be 6th grade next year. And you know, I
So
just like
I'm gonna
she's
tell you about that. And I didn't mean to cut you off. So I used to teach 6th grade. So I do know that leaving 5th grade, which is elementary, to go to a middle school now, it's a whole nother world. Okay, so you got to understand that. Friends. So she left from staying in class all day for 8 hours. Now she's moving to the first period, second period, third period, more responsibility. She's getting that. Okay. So you got to understand that. So she's gonna shy away from, I'm not a little girl anymore, daddy. You know, so stop treating me like that. But you have to understand, no, homegirl. Yes, you are. You are a little girl. You don't know everything. Okay. So they're getting attitudes now, their own personality. You know, now they have personalities from other friends. Okay. So you got to watch who they hang out with.
Yes, sir.
Spirits travel. Spirits travel. All right. I'm just gonna let you know that. If she got a friend that cuss out her mama, that spirit travel is coming to you soon. It will be coming to you soon. So you gotta watch. You have to watch who she hangs around with. You have to watch. And this is gonna be hard. Computer, phone. That's the hand that I was talking about. Because that's just gonna be the computer and the phone. You and I didn't have that. Computers and phone ain't come out to the late 2000s.
Unbelievable.
All right. By that time, me growing up, I had a 20-year start before computer and phone. You see what I'm saying? I had to look up everything on the card. Hey, I had a librarian. These kids don't know what a librarian is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got everything at the palm of their hand. And I ain't mad at you. I mean, shoot, if I need something, I just go to that G. Type in Google.
All right.
You know, Michael Jordan better than LeBron. Let me go to that Google. See how that stop an argument?
Yeah.
Me and you didn't have that. We had to go look up, or we had to trust somebody, their word. So now these kids are smarter than you and I at 11.
Mm.
They just are. They got the world at the palm of their hand at 11. You and I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't. So they're smarter than we were. I mean, as a man, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Sexual wise, I got taught how to please a lady through a VHS.
Gotta believe it.
VHS. Stuck it in, boom. It started playing.
Yeah.
Jerry curl, black man on there, and what? Nothing. He didn't tell me how to treat a young lady, hold her hand, massage. Hey, your hair looks beautiful. I love your lipstick. No, what none of that. So my era grew up like that, unless we had a mentor. A lot of us didn't have mentors because they didn't have mentors. That generation didn't have a mentor. You know, our fathers, they didn't have no internet. And they weren't educated. A lot of them dropped down in 7th or 9th grade. Don't mean they were dumb. But financial literacy, no, they didn't have that. So that's why me and you, we got to get it from the muscle.
Straight up.
Now I got to pass that to my kids. So when they don't listen, I'm pissed. Why are you pissed? And I tell the people that I mentor, listen to this, Anthony. If a person came to you from the future and said, I got the winning lottery numbers, they go to 7 lottery numbers. Anthony, I just need you to go get $1 and play it. Would you play it?
Probably. Take my chance.
Now, I got a problem with that answer. Because even when the youth that I'm mentoring, if they say it like that, I got a problem with that answer. Anthony, what you got to lose? What you got to lose, dog? If I tell you I'm from the future, what you got to lose? I just told you go get $1. 20 nickels, 10 dimes, 100 pennies. I just told you got a chance to win millions. And you just told me, probably. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what, and I'm a bridge builder.
Yeah.
You are bridge builders. So when a person gives us that answer, we get frustrated. Like, dog, wouldn't you want millions? Wouldn't you? I just told you. I'm from the future. Are you from the future? And you tell kids, you say, how old are you? Well, I'm 16. All right, you 16. I'm 47. I make them do the math.
All right.
7 minus 6, that's 1. I was here 31 years before your mama and daddy even thought about it. 31.
I think that's because we got them trust issues. Them trust issues.
I don't even believe it's trust issues. Hell, sometimes, you know what? No, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. And the reason why I say I'm gonna give you that is because I don't know how people were raised. So that's why you may have trust issues. Or that's why people may have trust issues. So, and you know what? I was selfish on that until you just told me that. Because from this over here sitting on this chair, for me interviewing the next person saying that, if I told them I had a meal, I got 20 mil. Just play 7 numbers. I got 20 mil for playing. It's so fun. And you look at me and say, man, I don't know. I know $500. We're not to go buy a blunt.
Yeah, real talk.
I get mine. A big dog. I don't get 20 mil. So I got a problem with that. But
Yeah,
then
that's tough.
you just educated me.
Mm.
You just educated me because you just said maybe they got a problem with trust issues. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
think about that. I was
Mm-hmm.
just on I was just on a thinking level, you know, on a thinking level. Like if somebody say, "Hey, I got 20 mil for you," I got 20 mil for you. What would you do? You know?
Mm.
But you just let me know, hey, no, you know, maybe I got trust issues. That's why I ain't trusting you now, and I can see that.
But that's also why I say also I would probably do it because I'm like, yeah, it's $1. Let me just go put it out there. It's just $1. Let me see. And then if it works, now it's like, dang, bro, I actually might know something. So next time you come and you tell me something, now I'm like, dang, last time I listened to bro actually worked. So now your word becomes it becomes more like, yeah, it becomes,
Oh,
it becomes a thing. Like,
oh,
okay, I might,
damn.
I might be able to trust what he says, and that's how I look at a lot of youth. A lot of times, like, I talk with a lot of young guys, and I tell them, yeah, I know you probably won't believe me, bro, but all I'm gonna tell you is what I know and what I've experienced, and you either can find it out yourself, go through your own experience and bump your own head, or listen to me after I told you how I bumped mine.
It's
You
called
got
a
two choices
testimony.
to make. Real
Called a
talk.
testimony. And
Straight
that's
up.
what I tell the young men. Hey, here go my testimony. I don't want you to do the same thing as I did. Okay.
Mm,
And that's what I tell a lot of young men about. Hey man, you need to date that girl.
mm,
Date her. Find out how she is. It's because she got hips and ass and
mm,
titties. No, and that goes back to that Popeye chicken I was telling you about. You get tired of chicken. You're tired of eating
yeah.
chicken. Our community, we don't date. We
Mm-hmm.
just don't date. One of the things that if I can go back, because I was married for 20 years,
Mm,
if I can go back, I would say I would date. Not saying the young lady that I married was wrong, but I don't believe I dated her.
mm.
You supposed to,
Real
you
talk.
supposed to, you're supposed to meet someone, find out their interests, love language. Next, find out their parents, date. Then I ask you to marry me. Then after we get married, then we have kids.
Mm-hmm.
See that? The whole time we say, that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
What
Better
we do,
believe.
we find a nice little ass, hit it, pregnant. Now you're a mom. You
Yep.
know what? I really don't like you like that, Keisha. I
Mm,
just, I don't really think I'm ready right now to be no dad, or just to be settled with you. So now Keisha is a what? A baby mama, not by design, choice. And now
mm,
what he don't know, he a baby daddy now. He's a statistic now, but he
mm-hmm.
could do this 100 more times.
Mm,
That's where that community conversation comes in at the dinner table. You know,
mm-hmm.
talking to my girl, talking to your 11-year-old, 7-year-old, telling them
Mm-hmm.
about what can happen, what will happen. Because the more and more they hear it, they listen, they know it. And they think, oh, my daddy told me this. Now, I ain't gonna listen to nobody like you. Nah, I'm cool. Now, we can
Mm-hmm.
go out on a date. But other than that, nah, my daddy told me about you when I was 11.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that can hurt that is if your wife says, well, you know what? That's the way he thinks about it. I don't see it that way. Yeah, it's a conflict. Now, even though you just told her the right thing from a man's point of view, she just drove a little bridge in between that. So now it's a so you gotta pull your lady to the side and say, hey, what we just did was super wrong. She's confused. I don't think she's confused. She is. We need to have one message. One,
Mm-hmm.
always. one message. If we disagree, we got to disagree behind closed doors, not in front of them. The youth now, they've lost that. They talk right in front of their kids. That's the problem. You know, your child don't need to know if you short on rent. Go in the room while we discuss how we're gonna get this rent right. You know, your child don't need to know that. He may look grown, he ain't grown. But shit ain't grown. So
Real talk. Well, that's some good stuff, there. That's some good stuff. I like what you said also about marriage. On the 12th, well, next week will be well, shoot. Now in about 3 or 4 days, I'll be at 12 years of marriage. And
congrats.
oh yeah, appreciate it, man. And you know, it's been a journey. It's been ups and downs, and maybe the last few years have been pretty rough. Mostly, you know, financial stuff, and
And Anthony, I'm gonna cut you off. That's gonna come and go.
yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I got to win the lottery numbers. I read this book, what you finna say. Okay?
Yeah.
That's gonna come and go. Money's gonna come and go. You just got your income tax. They just gave you back $5,000. It came and go. Okay, it comes and go. All right, ain't nobody leaving here with no debit card.
Yeah.
It comes and go. You understand? One of the things that I would tell you is, man, I saw this. God already played this back to me. Man, I just had a deja vu moment. Wow. If you love your family, I don't care what is going on. I don't care. It ain't nothing like family atmosphere. What do I mean family atmosphere? Not just your 2 girls and your wife, but I mean going over to your wife's mom's house and chilling. Or she going over to your auntie's house and all the cousins come over. Everybody know her, and everybody on her side of the family know you. If you enjoy family, all that other stuff will work its way out. Next thing I will tell you, keep your eyes on him all the time. All the time, keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on him. What is going on? Keep your eyes on him. There's more than one person that walked on water. They walked on water as well. Peter got out there probably about 40, 50 steps of water. And he walking out there. He's like, man, I didn't think people could walk on water. And he started sinking. Saw the car. Saw the jewelry and stuff start sinking. He had a little faith. He keep his eye on it. Keep your eye on it at all times. All right. I don't know if you noticed when I came on stage, first thing I said, I gave it to him. And when I left, I gave it to him. So all I did was ride his wave. And you said I was hilarious. Wasn't me, dog? I was riding his wave. He went on stage first. He went on stage first, and I just rode his wave. That's it. That's it. It's going to be arguments about money. Be upfront with it. When I first started off, with our marriage, we had arguments about money. Then I said to myself, okay, what's your account number? She said, why? So I said, how much do I need to put in your account in order for us to stop this? See how I'm trying to solve it. It has to be solved. Somebody has to be a problem solver. Put in my account every check, $250. Cool. That'll stop this argument? Yes. See how that just happened? Now, $250 goes in there. If we keep arguing about money, there's something else going on. Because I already solved it.
Real
But you
talk.
see how we communicated? I gotta find out what's the problem. What's making you upset? Because sometimes as a man, everything is right for us. And you know, I don't care. What's wrong with her? I don't care. But now you gotta be a little sensitive. All right, let me find out what's wrong with her. Baby, what's wrong? Talk to me. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. All right, I'll take care of that. All right, I got you.
Mm. Wow, that's some real stuff there, man. That's real. And them love languages, man. Like learning that right there, like we started looking into that a few years back. And I really just started trying to focus on it. And like you say, when you lose focus on God, a lot of times you lose focus on your family. You lose
It's over.
focus. Yeah, real talk.
Yeah,
That's real.
Anthony. It's over.
That's
Are you
real.
listening, young man? It is over. When you get up in the morning, your feet touch the ground, or even before your feet touch the ground, you got to tell them thank you.
Mm.
I get called a lot of names. You call me Justin. You call me Justin Goldiee, Goldsmith. The kids call me Mr. G. When I'm on stage, you call me Goldiee. But I will always turn around for one name. That's when I hear Father or Daddy. I'll turn around for that because I know you're talking to me. There could be another Justin in the house, but I know that voice. You're talking to me. So when you pray, start it off with Father. He gonna look. Like, what's up, man? You talking to me? I know you're talking to me.
Mm.
And then after that, be specific. Tell them everything that you want. Tell them what you want in this podcast. Be specific. Don't hold nothing back.
Mm.
All right? Because you got to understand, prayers don't expire.
Mm-hmm.
When your mama prayed for you when you was a little shorty, that thing ain't expired. That thing's still on your head, young man. When you
Mm.
pray for your 11-year-old daughter when she first came out the womb, that thing's still there over her. It don't expire. So talk to him. Father, this is what I want. This is what I want. Be specific.
Mm.
Be specific. That's the winning lottery numbers right there. Had I
That's
been
right.
told, had I been told that when I first started off,
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm at right now. But
Yeah.
I'm glad I got it now. It's easier
Mm.
for me. I do a lot of smiling. You know,
Real
no
talk.
arguing. I can walk away from an argument. Boy, I can
Mm.
walk away from an argument quick, quick,
Yeah.
quick, quick.
Mm.
I can walk away from it. Lord, let the words of my mouth be the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Lord, you are my strength and my redeemer.
Mm. Real
Let the
talk.
words of my mouth be acceptable in thy sight.
Real
You know?
talk.
So, because words hurt.
Mm. Yeah, man.
So I want to tell you that. And words hurt. I can come knock, swing on you right now. 7 years from now, you'll forget where I hit you at. But let me call you something. Let me call you a word. You can be on your deathbed. And I can walk through the door, you be like, I remember when you called me.
Mm.
Words, boy. So if I
Yes,
can
sir.
tell you that, if I can tell you how to keep, that marriage going, and also with your kids,
Mm.
watch those words that you say.
Mm.
Because you got to remember in the beginning, in the Bible, hey, God told Adam, hey, name this.
Mm.
And that's what it was. It's, all right, that's a fish. It's a fish. Fish from now
Mm.
on. So you call your child, oh, they crazy. You said it.
You gotta bridle that tongue.
Yeah. I mean, you got to watch what you say. When you say, oh, man, you make me sick. Then the next day, you
Mm.
said it. So you got to watch what you say with this pink thing.
Mm.
Dang. Man, for dads out there listening, boy, I hope y'all get this as much as I am, boy. This is, man.
I want
And
to
I
do this
mean,
again, Anthony.
a lot of the stuff you saying is really, honestly, is on point, man. You know, there's a
Yeah,
lot of stuff that I've been dealing with marriage and as a father, and just especially with my words, you know, like, you know, getting angry and then saying things that I honestly don't mean. But it's like you can't take that stuff back a lot of times. You know, you say things and it's like, dang, I should have never said that. You know, once you sit back and you think about it, like, you know, and that's why I'm that's probably one of my biggest problems as a dad, you know, getting upset with the kids and then I just start saying stuff. And then I go back and apologize, but it's like,
right. That's a good
dang,
thing. That's a
yeah,
good thing. So,
yeah.
and I didn't mean to cut you off. So, uh, I did the same thing.
Mm,
Okay, I did the same thing. Um, One of the things that woke me up and realized what was going on is I had that, um, that voice in my head saying, I wouldn't want anybody talking to me like that,
mm,
you know? And Anthony, in this thing called life that we go through, there's a voice that you hear. That voice is God talking to you. You don't walk with him for many years, so you know his voice.
mm,
You know what it sounds like. You know when you're supposed to go in there and say, nah, I ain't supposed to do that. It's God's
mm,
voice, you know?
mm,
So when you express, like that passage I just said, Lord, let the words of my mouth be the meditation of my heart, be acceptable in thy sight.
mm.
So let my words be acceptable in thy sight. All right? I want the words that come out or roll off my tongue to be eatable. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If it's uplift, it's eatable. If I'm telling you that uh the dad that your dad podcast is gonna be top 10 in the next 4 years, it's eatable. Eatable. That's positivity. That's what you want. Keep uplifting me, young man. I was at was it Arby's? I think it was Arby's. And I ordered some food, and the young man just kept yes sirring me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is in the drive-thru. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, pull around. So I pull around, and in my mind, I'm having this conversation. And I don't know about you, if you didn't have a conversation with God in your mind, if you ain't moved your mouth, you just had a conversation in the inside. And it's like you talking. Like as I'm driving up, I'm saying to myself, man, God, that's a well-mannered young man. Man, I'm glad he took my order. Man, thank you, God. He all right. That's a cool dude. I didn't even see him. I pull up. It'll be $5, sir. Thank you for, he continued. He said, thank you for coming to Arby's and everything. Gave him a card, came back and said, hey, since you wanted fresh food, if you could pull up to that white line, to be gladly appreciated. I'm looking at him because he's still calling me sir. I'm like, man, this young dude. Hey, who know what's good? I work in a jail. He's calling me that. Pull up to the white line. I'm still tripping on him. 3 minutes later, he come out with my food. And he said, here's your food. Apologize about the wait. I hope you have a very God-blessed day.
Mm.
Now you're going to bless me? So I stopped him. I said, what you just did?
Yeah.
You don't even know. But it's like you just threw money at me by blessing me. So I had to tell him that. And keep doing that, young man. But what if I didn't tell him that? He'll just think it was just, no, tell him, hey, man, you're doing a great job. The words that are coming out your mouth are helping me. Thank you. You didn't know what type of day I was going through. But by you saying, having a blessed day, oh man, that lit the fire. By you saying I had you cracking up, lit the fire. So giving positive affirmation to people, that should be what we do 24 hours a day. Love thy neighbor. That's what it be. Love thy neighbor. Even though these kids are here or in jail, I tell them about how somebody praying for them. I tell them about what they're going to do when they get out of here, how successful they're going to be. This is just a storm. When you come out on the other end, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Got to put that comedy in there. Nobody ain't uplifting them. Why you here, Justin? Why you here teaching them? Why you not on tour? Why you here? I don't know, God. Maybe it's to help somebody.
That's so real. I got one more for you.
We're going to have to do this again, bro. I got to go back out here. It's been a ball. I appreciate you letting me come on to your podcast. I really mean that, Anthony. I had a great time talking. I want to do this again.
Next time I got to pull up on you, man. I'll pull up out there to the city, man. And we can do it in person. That'll be fine.
Hey, I would love that. I would love that. Please. Thank you so much, man.
Yes, but yeah, man. Hey, boy, man, listen, I really appreciate your time. And yeah, I'm gonna let you get back to it. I got a couple things I need to go do before these kids get out of school. But yeah, tell the people real quick how they can find you.
So they can find me on Instagram. It is comedian Goldiee. Once again, it is comedian Goldiee. Goldiee is spelled Goldiee. And on Facebook, it is Justin Goldiee Goldsmith. So I do a lot of comedy. I do a lot of clean comedy. So if you need a host or anything for a family reunion, past appreciation, or you just need a funny young person, give me a call or email me or whatever the case may be. You can email me at w2dgoldie@gmail.com. I appreciate you, Aaron.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we're going to get on up out of here. Dad, can we talk episode 129 and we out of there? Dang.
Take the ride. Anybody say they perfect, believe it, they lie. I made some mistakes.